So podcaster Rachel Dimata says she's done with all the drama, and so are we. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
So hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. And join us for Kate and Clark's crossover every Monday and Thursday, 6 to 7 and 5:30 to 6:30, respectively, Eastern time, except for major holidays like Memorial Day. And guess what? Join us for the live show, which is tonight at 7 o'clock, and also on Thursday at 7:30 against the Dream. So Rachel Ann Marie Dimata is a very popular podcaster with 750,000 subscribers, and also very beautiful. And she played basketball in high school in Division I college. And she has a lot of videos on basketball, and she's been doing a lot on Kate and Clark, and she does some nice interviews. And she seems intelligent. She's reasonable in all her takes and has good opinions, although I think they're a little soft at times. I think she's afraid to offend anybody. But in this particular one, she kind of like goes out a little stronger, and I like it, Rob. And this is what she said about all the drama in the WNBA.
I cannot believe that we've had exactly one weekend of the WNBA and things have already gotten this bad. I did not sign up to cover a reality show, to cover drama, to cover politics, to cover race relations when it comes to a league that I thought was a professional basketball league. Unfortunately, this league continues to prove that it's not that. And the media continues to prove that they are not going to cover it as if these are actual athletes playing a sport. They're going to use it to push narratives, to push think pieces, to make the sport into something that it is not. And I don't know how much more I can take.
What'd you think, Rob, what she said?
She was spot on, Mark, and that's the way I feel. It feels like I'm watching the real basketball players of the NBA. You know, it's like everything one weekend, just one weekend, and then they're focusing on one game. Already, all this political, all this racial, all this stuff's coming out instead of focusing on what we need to focus in on is basketball, and it's getting kind of annoying, and it is. It's very tiring. I agree with that. I didn't sign up for this. It's like, come on. Are we going to talk about basketball, or the video is going to be mostly about what Andrew Reese feels and how the WNBA are going to step in and actually make some action on something that really doesn't have to have anything done with it at all? It makes no sense.
Now, here's what the WNBA did wrong that magnified the drama, Rob. Until they had some facts that substantiated these allegations, they shouldn't have made it known that they were doing an investigation, because there was if there was a little bit of fact, fine. There was no indication that there was anything racial done to Angel Reese or anybody else at that game. So they should have started an investigation, not tell anybody, not make an official statement, not try to highlight their new hate committee that they formed to try to go after Kate and Clark's fans. That's really what it was formed. We know that. It wasn't formed to protect Kate and Clark or the hate against her.
No.
And if they had just done that, and then they had found, so far, as far as I know, no one's found anything other than a dolphin sound, it would have just died, and no one would even know about the investigation, and there'd be no drama, there'd be no talking about this right now. That's what they should have done. Instead, they made it very public that there was an investigation with no proof that the allegations were true. I don't remember no other leagues that do that. Usually there's something, in fact, always there's something to it before they make a big statement, a big announcement that they're investigating, Rob.
And on one game, why is it always one person? Where were they last year? Where was this last year when all this stuff was going on? Where was all this investigation and all this allegations going into? It's one game. And then the point they're trying to focus in on, what are they focusing in on? What is their point? Like you said, what is their proof and what is their point? And what are they focusing in on? I'd like to know.
And then people are giving credence to these wild allegations that Caitlin Clark was somehow in cahoots with David Portnoy about the triple-double. You know, like she went back in there to get the triple-double so he could win a lot of money. I guess $377,000 or something. And they want her arrested and investigated. They want David Portnoy kicked out. It's endless, Rob. They want the All-Star game moved out of Indiana with no proof whatsoever, Rob. The Twitter people are insane.
It's so. I mean, it's so bogus. It's just straight out. Just like I said, where were they last year? And now there's this one game was a one foul that was. It's just like either regular foul or flagrant foul. Okay, either way. So now your focus is like, oh, you're taking that and it's like blowing it up into nothing because it's who? Because of one person? Because of Angel Reese? It happened to her.
Right. Angel Reese blew this up, Rob. Regardless of whether she flopped or not, she got up and wanted to attack Caitlin Clark. When she got hit to Alyssa Thomas, she thanked her later. She didn't get up and try to attack her. And she blew that all out of proportion. And then she blew out of proportion after she missed a free throw, was upset because the crowd was booing her. So she made this into the drama, Rob, besides the league.
Yeah, where was this last year with Kennedy? And then Angel Reese standing, clapping that another person. I'm not even saying it's another person who got knocked down, who could have been hurt. And you're applauding that someone got hurt. Where was that? They should have been, they should have investigated that. It's like, what's up with that?
I didn't see anybody stand up and applaud on the Fever bench when Caitlin Clark slightly pushed Angel Reese to the ground. I didn't see anyone applaud that. All I saw was Leah Boston preventing Angel Reese from attacking Caitlin Clark, who was walking away. That's all I saw. And then she got a silly technical for trying to break up a potential fight. I hope they rescind that, Rob. I hope they actually appeal to the league and rescind that technical on Leah Boston, because you can't give a technical for people trying to prevent a fight. That's silly.
But this is already they've already set the stage already, Mark. This is why it's going to turn off, like I said, a lot of people. It's starting to turn me off too. I'm like, what? Are you really going to? Is this going to be the focus for the whole year? You want this? Like she also said, the media. ESPN breaks in. I watched it, and they showed the foul, and they were going on and on about. I'm going, my goodness, I can't believe this crap. This is what is this about, basketball? I mean, come on. I thought we were talking about basketball. No, you want to get into this. Like I said, the real basketball players of the NBA. It's like Real Housewives. I don't care about this drama. Can you please just focus in on what the game is about?
After Caitlin Clark's game tonight, I'm going to watch the NBA OKC versus the Timberwolves game. And I bet you I'll see like 3 or 4 hard fouls. And guess what? Nothing's going to come up those hard fouls, even if there's a flagrant one assessed during the game. There's going to be no news about that unless there's an actual fight or something like that. That's what it's going to be. It's going to, because it's a regular league, Rob. It's not this entitlement league that is not a professional league and filled with drama and pettiness and stuff like that. And it's annoying. It just is.
I'll tell you, Mark, if I had, I'm serious about this. If I had a daughter and she's playing basketball, I would probably stop her at the college level and say, okay, you don't want to go. I don't want you going to the WNBA. I don't want to deal with this stuff. You go over to Europe or play overseas in Japan or China or Taiwan. I mean, I would not want her to play in the WNBA right now. I'm serious.
Or Rob, if she was tall, tell her to go into volleyball. I mean, yeah. There's money in volleyball, especially beach volleyball. But yeah, I understand. I wouldn't want to play in that league. It's also physical, Rob. Why would you want to play in a league where cheap shots are all the time in a particular league? It's more physical than the NBA. It's unbelievable.
And nothing's done about it. And nothing is done about it, Mark. That's the whole thing. No, the NBA, the commissioners is encouraging this type of play. And it's not, and people are turning people off who really, like me, who really enjoy. I could watch 2 ants playing basketball, Mark. That's how much I love basketball. I'd watch, if they could dribble, I'd watch 2 ants play basketball in front of me. But I can't watch this WNBA after one game, after one weekend. All this controversy and all this drama. Oh, it's disgusting.
Rob, and I said this last night. The reason that should not have been a flagrant one isn't so much that Caitlin Clark didn't do a little extra push, because she did. But it wasn't a serious enough push. It was reason number 1. Reason number 2, and I'm for them calling the game tighter and having more flagrant 1s and flagrant 2s to take the physicality of the game so we can see the beauty of the athletes instead of having this banging down below with a bunch of bulky women. But if they were going to set an example for the league in the first game, Don't do it against Caitlin Clark, the one person who had all the flagrants against her. Do it against someone like Alyssa Thomas, who is the dirtiest player in the league. If she did a play like that and you want to set the standard and put the league on notice, take it out on someone like Alyssa Thomas and give her a flagrant one on a borderline call. That's what I would have done against Caitlin Clark. She's the last person you should have set an example for. In a
that's their focus now, Mark. So they didn't focus much on her last year and her accomplishments and what she did. But they want to focus in on this one, her bad point, this one so-called bad thing that she did. You know, they forgot everything about the triple-double and everything about that. Oh, this is now the main focus now.
Right. And I read what the ref said yesterday in a different video. There was no wind-up. There was none of that. There was just a slight extension of her arm. So it didn't even qualify, I think, for a flagrant one. It's very borderline. And so I don't know, Rob. It just added more drama to the league when they gave it. If it wasn't a flagrant one, people just would have played on. Rob, one of the reasons Caitlin Clark had the worst whistle in WNBA history, probably basketball history last year, was the refs were afraid to show any favoritism towards the Golden Girl, the Golden Goose. That's what they were afraid to. So they erred on the wrong side and gave her a really poor whistle. So they wouldn't, we're not showing favoritism. And that's what they did here. They were afraid to not give her a flagrant one because then say, you're showing favoritism to Caitlin Clark. Look she pushed her down. And that's why she got a flagrant one. If it was someone else, I don't think she would have got it.
Now the irony, Mark, they're trying to promote Stop the Hate, right? Now look at this. What's the hate going to be with Caitlin Clark when she goes to arenas now? I mean, she's selling out the away arenas. It's like a home game, but they're promoting this now. This focus that they're doing now, they're promoting hate. So now, I hate. Look at that. This controversy. She did that because she wanted to give somebody more money. Oh, she did this because right there. You're promoting the hate. You're trying to stop it, and they're promoting the hate.
Especially on a play that basically is a basketball play, and she did play the ball. She didn't just hack the person's arm. She went for the ball and hit her arms. So it's even better in that sense. It's better than a lot of fouls I see where a person just bear hugs them when they try to get a layup. So. I don't know what to say. This league's a joke. It's unprofessional, and you can't take it seriously.
No.
And it's the worst run league I've ever seen in my life, with the worst refs I've ever seen in my life. And it's a shame that we want to watch Caitlin Clark for the excitement of Caitlin Clark. And like Rachel said, we didn't sign up for this, and none of the other fans did. Some of them canceled the WNBA pass last year right away because of the drama. And so I think that's going to happen this year too, Rob.
It's like Colin Coward said, they can't get out of their way. They really can't get out of their way.
All right. Well, let us know what you think down below. Feel free to share with your family, friends, and acquaintances. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so at the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video and join us for the live game tonight and Thursday against the Dream, 7 and 7:30, I believe. And if you want, you can join us for Caitlin Clark's crossover Monday and Thursday. That's from 6 to 7 and 5:30, 6:30 Eastern time, respectively, except for major holidays like Memorial Day. If you want to donate to this channel, you can with super chats and super thanks down below, and there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.